I want to do a video blog, I guess you call it, because I'm very frustrated with the hit piece that Glenn Beck performed on Debra Medina on his radio show 2 days ago. And I just want to say to anybody that maybe that was your introduction to Debra Medina, or you were just learning about her and you heard that, and it might have swayed your opinion of what you thought about her. I want to give you some information to think about on that before you make a final decision on whether or not you support Debra Medina. If Debra Medina questions the 9/11 official story, good for her. That is her right as an American citizen. It's all of our rights to question government. People that believe the official story, it's their right to believe that official story. If people that don't believe it, that's their right. That's the great thing about being an American, is we have the ability to believe what we want to believe. We have free speech to voice that. And from what I gather, the 9/11 truthers, all they're asking for is a new independent investigation to have the questions answered that either weren't answered at all or weren't answered truthfully in the first investigation. Now I want you to keep in mind, Glenn Beck makes her out to be kooky because she has questions that she would like answered. But I believe the number is 6 out of the 10 members of the 9/11 Commission have now come forward and said they want a new investigation. They say their first investigation was a total joke. They didn't get the information they requested from government. They got their investigation hampered and blocked by certain people. So it's pretty bad when the original members are calling for a new investigation. Yet anybody else that wants a new investigation, they're demonized, discredited, called names. That should never be an issue. They are using this to divide us as Americans, and we cannot let them do that. We have bigger issues right now that need to be addressed. Debra Medina is going to address those issues for us in the state of Texas. If you didn't get a chance to see her in the debates, please go to her website, because you can view them in full, and you will see the real Debra Medina. You will see what she's going to do for us in the state of Texas, and you will see what a great person she is. Please do not let Glenn Beck influence your decision on her, because maybe she has questions about 9/11. And the thing that gets me the most between the 9/11 truthers and the 9/11 people who believe the official story, the thing I don't understand is, for the people who believe the official story, I don't understand why they're so against another investigation. If they believe wholeheartedly that the official story is what happened on that day, a new investigation will not change that. At the end of the day, it's going to come out, it'll be the same. It'll be just like they said. What is there to be afraid of with a new investigation if you believe the official story? Is it taxpayer money it would cost to do an investigation? I really don't think that's an issue if you look at the history of this country and what we've spent to investigate major things. For example, the Monica Lewinsky, Bill Clinton sex scandal, we as taxpayers paid $30 million to investigate that. $30 million. There were no lives lost. It was a sex scandal. Space Shuttle, Columbia disaster. Yes, there were lives lost there. But they got $175 million taxpayer dollars to investigate the Space Shuttle Columbia disaster. 9/11 investigation, to start with, the government didn't even want to do an investigation. They tried not to do an investigation, and through pressure, they finally agreed to form the 9/11 Commission. They gave them $3 million to do an investigation into the deaths of 3,000 Americans, innocent Americans. $3 million. Granted, it was later it was raised to $15 million total. But if we did a new investigation into 9/11 and just spent what we did on the original investigation, we're still only equal to what we spent on a sex scandal investigation. So the people who believe that can't use that as an excuse. This should not be a divide between the American people by any means whatsoever. As I said, there are so many more important issues going on right now today that need to be handled. Yes, 9/11 was a huge deal, and we have several problems in government today that all spawned from 9/11. But that shouldn't be the main issue, especially with a lady who's running for Texas governor, that 9/11 issues really don't come into that much play with what she's trying to do here. So once again, I ask, if that was your introduction to Debra Medina, or you didn't know much about her when you saw that, please do not let that be your deciding factor. Do your own research. Go to her website. See what she stands for, what she believes in, and what she's going to do for us in the state of Texas. Because I have to say, I think she's going to win. And when she does, it's going to be a great day in this state. She's going to do wonderful things for us in the state of Texas. We need your support, especially you in Texas. We vote, we get her in. But for anybody that watches this out, please support any way you can. Comments, refute things. We need your help. We need to take our country back. Thank you.